Imagine a reality where every single choice you've ever made, from what you had for breakfast this morning to who you married, splintered your existence into countless new paths. What if, right now, in another universe just beyond our perception, a different you is living out every single alternative? It sounds like pure science fiction, the stuff of comic books and blockbuster movies. But what if this isn't just a fantastical thought experiment? What if it's not only plausible, but, according to some of the brightest minds in physics, potentially inevitable? The multiverse theory isn't just about other galaxies. It's about other use. For centuries, humanity has grappled with questions of destiny, choice, and the limits of our perception. But the multiverse theory pushes these questions into an entirely new dimension, suggesting our universe might be just one tiny bubble in an infinitely larger, bubbling cosmic ocean. It's a concept that can feel overwhelming, perhaps even a little unsettling. How do we even begin to grasp such an idea? And what does it mean for our individual lives, our regrets, our triumphs? Today, on SpaceRepo, we're going to demystify the science behind the multiverse, exploring the most compelling theories and their profound implications for you. We'll journey from the chaotic birth of universes to the mind-bending reality of quantum choices, offering a glimpse into what might be an unimaginably vast tapestry of existence, ready to question everything. Let's dive in. Our journey begins not with science fiction, but with a fundamental aspect of our own universe, its beginning. Cosmological models, specifically those involving something called cosmic inflation, provide the first robust argument for a multiverse. Concept: cosmic inflation proposes that in the immediate fractions of a second after the Big Bang, our nascent universe underwent an unimaginably rapid, exponential expansion. Context: this theory brilliantly explains several puzzles, like why our universe is so flat and uniform. But here's the kicker: if inflation happened once, there's no strong reason to believe it only happened once. Modern cosmological data suggests that this inflation might not have stopped everywhere, always. Think of it like boiling water. Bubbles form, expand, and pop. Each bubble is a universe, emerging from an eternally inflating background space-time, much like our own. Concrete example: our Big Bang, the event that created everything we know, could simply be one such bubble detaching and inflating from a larger, ever-expanding multiverse foam. These bubble universes could have completely different physical laws, constants, and even dimensions. Meaning, there could be an infinite number of universes, each a distinct cosmic experiment, including countless youth you can barely imagine. But what if these other youths aren't just in far-flung bubbles? What if they exist because of the very choices you make, right here, right now? This brings us to one of the most provocative and mind-bending interpretations of quantum mechanics, the many-worlds interpretation, or MWI, concept. Unlike classical physics, quantum mechanics deals with probabilities. Particles exist in multiple states, simultaneously as superposition, until measured. Context: traditionally, when a measurement occurs, the superposition collapses, forcing the particle into a single, definite state. But what if it doesn't collapse? Pioneering work in the 1950s by Hugh Everett III suggested that instead of collapsing, every possible outcome of a quantum measurement actually happens, each in its own separate universe. Concrete example: imagine Schrödinger's cat. In one universe, the cat is alive. In another, it's dead. But it goes further. Every time an electron hits a screen, every time a quantum event has multiple possible outcomes, the universe splits. And by extension, every decision you make, every choice where your brain's quantum processes might play a role, could create a new branch of reality. In one universe, you chose the apple. In another, the orange. In one, you turned left. In another, right. This isn't just about cosmic inflation creating new universes. It's about you actively participating in the creation of new realities with every instant of your existence. So, if there are universes born from inflation and universes born from quantum choices, how many types of multiverses could there possibly be? Theoretical physicist Max Tegmark has famously classified multiverses into 4 distinct levels, offering a comprehensive framework for understanding this colossal concept. Tegmark's levels provide a hierarchy from multiverses very similar to our own to those that defy our imagination entirely. Context. Level I. Beyond our cosmic horizon are more bubble universes from cosmic inflation, but with the same physical laws, just different initial conditions. Somewhere out there, in an unimaginably distant region, there could be an identical Earth with an identical you, simply because there are a finite number of particle arrangements within an infinite space. Level 2 encompasses the bubble universes we discussed earlier, born from eternal inflation, but these can have different physical laws entirely. Concrete example. Imagine a universe where gravity pushes instead of pulls, or where light travels at walking speed. Level 3 is where the many worlds interpretation lives. The quantum multiverse, where every possible outcome of every quantum event creates a new, branching universe. This is the multiverse where an infinite number of youth are making every possible decision, experiencing every permutation of your life. And then there's level 4, the mathematical universe. This radical idea proposes that every conceivable mathematical structure corresponds to a real universe, meaning, if a universe can be described mathematically, it exists. This level is the ultimate multiverse, containing every possible kind of universe, including those that might not even resemble our concept of reality at all. It's a breathtakingly vast concept that suggests everything we can conceive, and infinitely more, actually exists somewhere. So, if these theories hold even a fraction of their truth, what does it mean for you? If there are infinite versions of you, living out every possible permutation of your life, does your individuality lose its significance? Philosophers and physicists wrestle with the implications. On one hand, the idea of an infinite you can be daunting. Every mistake you've ever made, every regret, is simultaneously undone and lived out perfectly by another you. On the other hand, it elevates the sheer potential of existence. Every dream you never pursued, every path not taken, is being realized by another version of yourself. It offers a unique perspective on our choices, reminding us that while we might focus on this single reality, the cosmic stage is infinitely larger. The you watching this video is unique in this specific timeline, in this specific universe. But that uniqueness is just one facet of an unfathomable cosmic diamond. The multiverse theory challenges us to expand our definition of self, of reality, and even of potential. It transforms our understanding of our place in the cosmos. not as inhabitants of a singular, isolated universe, but as part of an infinitely branching, endlessly creative cosmic dance. It's a theory that's still being explored, debated, and refined, but its implications are already profound. What an incredible thought to consider the boundless expanse of existence, where every what if is a what is somewhere else. If you could glimpse into one other universe where a different you exists, what choice would you want to see undone or made differently? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're as fascinated by the universe's biggest mysteries as we are, make sure to subscribe to SpaceRepo for more deep dives into the science that shapes our understanding of everything. Hit that like button if you learned something new, and join us next time for another journey to the edge of what's possible.